Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Lowe's knows how to set off your July 4th with savings. Right now, buy one, get one free on select one-coat coverage interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Plus, get two select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for just $10. Hurry, these July 4th deals won't last long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for more details.
Hey everybody, welcome to Creator to Creators. Today we have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Monica.
Monica's in the building. I know it's kind of early, right? I know. So you're a filmmaker. You have a YouTube. You do beauty, YouTube. You have such a, you have a long list of things that you do, and I find that incredible.
Thank you. I don't really know how I ended up in like beauty and then also like horror. I don't know how that happened, but
well, obviously you're absolutely gorgeous.
Takes one to know one. Thank you.
Let's start with film. Where did that come from?
I mean, I feel like it was really like in high school when I was like, "Ooh, I want to do that." Like, you know, it's like such a formative time, and there were definitely some certain movies I saw like in those years that I was like, I got to figure out how to be part of that. I want to do that. So then I went to film school, and then I moved to LA, and then I just started making stuff, you know, and like slowly that stuff, like it gets a little bigger every time, and, you know, more people see it. So just hoping to continue that way.
And you will. Because I mean, you're such a go-getter. Like every time I look back, I love your YouTube channel, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I kind of abandoned it for now. I do like 4 videos and then abandon it. I do 4 videos and then abandon it.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, I need more, because it's like I love your social commentary. It's so good. It's so good. I'm like, yes, someone's talking about but it's so fun. It's funny, but it's like real. Like I watched one about the Lady A, and gosh, I didn't know anything about that.
Oh, yeah.
No idea. I had no idea. So I was like blown away that this actually happened.
Yeah, it's that Lady A and stuff is such nonsense. I'm waiting for like an update because I feel like everything kind of went quiet. I'm like, what are you people doing?
Yeah, it's like, what's happening? There's so much stuff going on in the world. I mean, and like, you know, I admire that you're talking about like situations on, and you know, you're going and taking it to your YouTube channel, like your platform, and you're talking about it. I mean, I think that's what we have to do as creatives, right? Or we have a responsibility, you know?
Yeah, it's like we're able to kind of look at what's happening around us and funnel it into what we're doing making at the time. And I think that's really important.
For people that don't know, I met Monica, gosh, how many years ago was that? Was that 2 years?
2. I think it was 2 years ago. I think. That was not longer than that.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I don't think so. It feels like years because we've been in this pandemic for way too long. But we met on this a set, and we were talking mainly about the, you know, like the horror genre, mainly predominantly the Black community. And I thought that was a really cool project. And, you know, I was like, I just love her. She's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, I met this girl, Meosha. She's so cool. I was like telling everybody.
So horror genre, like, where did that, I mean, have you always liked watching scary movies?
No. No. When I was little, I hated horror movies. And like there'd be like, you know, sleepovers where everybody's like, let's watch The Ring. And I'm like, no, please. No. And my friends used to sit on me to like make me watch things.
That's hilarious.
And I think the first time I really like was like, oh, this is actually really good was it was like the summer, and I used to like come downstairs and just watch TV all night. just like in the summer. And I happened to turn on 28 Days Later right as it was starting.
Nice.
So, it's like those opening scenes of him just alone. I didn't know what it was. I had never heard of it. I was like, is this like some weird like home movie? Because, it looks kind of like, it looks old. And I watched the whole thing at like 3 a.m. And I was scared, but I was interested.
Right.
So that was the first time. And then I went back and watched The Ring older. And I was like, this is an amazing movie. It's amazingly done. Yeah. You can't tell what time period it's taking place in, which is like really cool. And just from there, I was like, you know what? There's actually a lot in this genre that's really special and interesting. So then from there, I was like, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to do horror stuff.
You do great. I mean, awesome job. I love your work. So
Thank
good.
You. I'm really trying to make another short. I'm really trying, but it's hard right now.
I know, it's like everyone's scared. Everyone's like 6 feet and lower. Now it's not 6 feet. It's like further apart. Actually, now it's like the mask don't work. So it's like, whoa, what's happening here? It's just so much going on. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to believe anymore, honestly.
But you managed to get another short out like right before this like started. Like you sneaked it in right before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's funny because like there's so many people that want to work and do stuff, but they're like, but they hear the numbers going up and they're like, oh my God. But then I'm just like, well, I kind of think it's not just like the 6. I don't think it's just that. I think I'm a little bit conspiracy theorist. I think it's like 5G towers, but hey, that's another topic in itself. For once, okay, like here, you can go in a restaurant. Some will allow the mask, some like you don't need it. But the people that were like, hey, you need the mask when you walk in, and then when you sit down, you can take it off. It's totally fine. I'm like,
okay, what's the point then?
Yeah, logically that doesn't make sense at all, right? It's like, what are we doing here?
That doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't make any sense.
It's really bizarre, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm just ready for this to kind of be over. But no one really knows when that is. But I have actually seen some productions like put something out, like The Host. This movie called The Host that just released was actually fairly good. It was literally just webcam viewpoint and 4 people. Yeah,
one of those like screen share movies.
I did pretty good. I think Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 6.7. I was like, wow.
Okay. I think I have a friend that worked on that.
Oh, nice.
I think my friend Nelson was on that. I have to look it up. I remember him like on social media being like, check out The Host, because I worked on it, but I'm not sure if it's the same movie, but yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so I mean, there are people making stuff. So I mean, like, what do you try? Like, what do you hope? What are you trying to make as far as like a short film? Like, are you going to try to do obviously within COVID rules and regulations? But are you writing right now or?
So this is the short that I did not write. My friend Caitlin wrote it. It's really good. It only has 3 characters, so I'm nice. Like, that seems COVID friendly. There's only 3 people. We could do it with a small crew. I would probably shoot it at my house because there's a bar built into the back of my house.
Oh, cool.
It's great for shooting. I've shot too much back. I'm like trying to challenge myself to shoot in other places at this point. Like, stop relying on this room in your house. But we probably shoot it there. So I'm really hoping to do that. I'm just trying to figure out like how much crew do we need. Everybody would wear masks except for the talent and you know that kind of stuff. So yeah, but I don't know. Logistically, I'm like, I don't know. And then I'd probably end up paying for like all of it, and I don't have money. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Making films now, it's like not many people are. What we do is we make money off of our art. That's kind of how our livelihood. And when that's not actually happening, it's kind of hard to make films and stuff.
Yeah, we chose a very expensive medium.
Absolutely.
Like, you have to invest a lot of money. That short that got attention for Horror Noir, we raised like $6,000 to make that.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And like now it's like, well, I guess I'm paying for it. And I'm not paying $6,000 myself.
Right? The beautiful thing is that the time that we're in now is that we can we can actually make things happen. Let's talk about beauty. I see you posted all these beauty pics. Like, oh my God. I was like, where is she at? This one. This is gorgeous. Holy moly.
It's thanks to my friend Krista. She takes most of my pictures and she's very good.
Nice. I didn't have like a photographer like just hanging on.
She's like, you want to do another shoot? And I'm like, yes.
How did you get into the beauty world, love? How did that happen?
Also, kind of randomly, like, because it wasn't like, I'm going to do this. Sometimes things just kind of like fall on me. And I definitely feel like that was one of those things. But it was like, when I had been living in LA for like a year, maybe. And, it was like, I was like 23, 4. So everyone's just like scrounging for work, trying to like, everyone's just doing everything, like, yeah, I'll be on your set for free. I'll do whatever, because we're all trying to like just get jobs.
Right.
And I had a friend who was like, I have a friend who's at this new company and I'm PAing for them. They're making like beauty videos. They need more people. Do you want to be a PA? And I was like, all right. And then sure, and then a couple weeks later he was like, actually, do you want to like write something? And like maybe like, because it was a new channel, so they were just accepting everything,
Right.
like they were just like, yeah, sure. And so I was like, okay. So I made 2 pilots. I made one with a friend and then I made one by myself. And the intent was, it was just like, an example. And then I was like, you can recast this. I'm just going to be in it so you can see what I'm thinking. And then I'll like write it. That was the idea.
Nice.
And then they were like, you could just be in it. And I was like, okay. So then I did that for like 3 years.
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. I love those stories and things just fall on people. You're just like, wow, it's incredible. You got people like, hey, pick me.
I know. I've had people be like, people don't just get their own show every day. And I was like, they don't? Really?
Is there like a particular makeup that you like a makeup line that you're like really into right now?
Yes, I really love Oma Beauty. The woman who runs it is Nigerian. It's obvious, like, every company now has like every shade. So like they have every shade, but the foundation is formulated also based on what certain skin tones need based on the color.
Oh.
So like on the really like pale end, that foundation has a lot of sunscreen in it.
Right.
And like stuff to counteract redness. If you're like really pale, those are issues you probably deal with. Whereas on like our end of the spectrum, it's really hydrating and like it's just made, in a way that they take in mind like the different kinds of skin.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And the owner, Sharon, she's so cool. She like started the Pull Up for Change campaign where she like made other companies say how many Black people work there.
Oh, wow.
Because all these companies are like, we support Black Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, how many Black people work there? And she like made them post it. So like she's gotten huge companies like Apple and Microsoft and Uber to like post their stats.
Wow.
And a lot of companies are like, we admit that we don't have enough people. We will do better. And she's like keeping up with it. She's like, okay, 2 months ago you said you're going to do better. What have you done? She's like really like staying on top of them.
Yeah.
So not only is it like really good makeup, it's like run by a cool person.
That's awesome. That's really great. Wow. Yeah, we need more people like that out there that are holding people accountable for like like you're right. If we're trying to push, like I was talking to somebody about like, they were like, well, this Black Lives Matter, like after you march in this movement, what are you going to do next? Because hasn't this happened before? I'm like, well, yes, but I think the thing about it now is that we're talking about what we're trying, like, let's make the necessary changes so this doesn't happen anymore. So you don't have to march, unfortunately. Like you know what I mean? I personally, I don't want to ever have to do this marching thing or like, hey, we matter, when we should know that we already do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that only happens when things are changed, like laws or, or people are being held accountable for whatever they're, for their actions or what they're doing, and everything's fair. That's all we're asking for.
Yeah, we just want things to be fair.
That's it.
Which is, some people are like, well, it is fair. We're like, no, it's not.
No, they're like, we have Michael Jordan. It's like, well, it's Michael Jordan. Like, what? I mean, this is so. It's a lot of other people out there that are like not being able to get those chances. I mean, it's funny. I was like, the project that I was offered to do, and they were talking about, their mission. Statement was to be diverse, and you look around, and you're like, if we're talking about diversity, shouldn't it start with like inclusion? Like everyone should be here, not just one person. Which it's like, oh, I have one, so that makes it diverse. Like, not necessarily.
That's absolutely what they think. Like, okay, I brought in one person of color, so I did it, and we're done.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it should be the appropriate percentage, which is 10 to 12%.
Right.
Like not one person. That doesn't fix anything.
Right. It's yeah. What I love about being a filmmaker is that I've noticed, like, even Jordan Peele, like, he's done that with his projects, and he's putting, Black people in positions and getting them jobs. So I feel like that's what I have a responsibility to do that too.
Oh yeah. It's like, I've learned stuff too, like now I am looking at like who else is on this crew. How from the beginning of the project to the end, how many people have worked on it, and was it the appropriate percentage, or was everyone white? Because I think a lot of the time people think like, as long as I put Black people in front of the camera,
right,
that's enough. But it's like, no, your entire crew is still white. Like, you haven't changed anything, like it's got to be all the way through equal.
Yeah.
I'm like paying attention to that now.
Right. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's like, well, it's like, just give people jobs that don't really get hired. That's all. Make it fair.
Just give people jobs.
That's it. That's it. So is there anything that you've been watching since, we're all like kind of on our downtime, anything on Netflix that you're like, or binge watching, or you recommend us to check out?
I'm like doing that classic thing where it's like, the world is stressful. Let me rewatch something for the fourth time, because at least I know what it is. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, I do need to watch like newer stuff. I keep like being like, oh, that looks like the new Jordan Peele show. I'm like, that looks really good. I need to watch it. And then
It's so good. It's so good. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It really is. I have a friend who's on it, and he's like, watch it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. So I've been looking out for him. He's in like one of the episodes, and yeah, it's really good. I love that. The love. I was wondering what Lovecraft Country actually meant.
Well, I know there's H.P. Lovecraft.
Exactly.
It is. There's like a Lovecraft film festival that's
really?
like shorts based on his work, and like they do it every year, and it's like a big festival. It's like hard to get into it. It's a big
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to someone who's trying to do, or even just trying to get into the industry? What advice would you give them?
I was actually thinking about this yesterday. Like, wow. One, I'm glad I did this, and I would really recommend it to other people, is to honestly just say yes to everything at the beginning. Like, you just moved to LA or Atlanta or whatever city you're trying to do this in. Mm-hmm. You should just like everything that comes by you, even if you're like, I don't really know what that means, or it's not exactly what I want to do, you should still just do it. Like, you should have a year, I would say, a year of just saying yes to every project that comes past you, work on every set, do things for free. I mean, I hate to say that, but like, you should do it, in the beginning, because that's how you meet people, and that's how you get to the next thing that's a little bit bigger, and that's how you just keep moving up. Like, when I first started, I was doing, oh my God, I second AD'd a USC thesis short.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how to do that job. Like, I don't know how to do that. And I didn't know how to do it then. I made I remember making like a big mistake. It was like, I think the generator went out or something. And like, I didn't know I was supposed to like tell someone that. And I was like, I don't know how to do this. Like, I don't know how to do this. Sorry. Like,
Yeah.
But nobody was like really mad. They were like mad for like 10 seconds and then they're like, well, okay, whatever. But like a lot of those people that I met there, I'm still friends with, you know, and like, and that was like 6 years ago. So I just think it's really wise. No job is beneath you when you're just starting. And that is my one piece. My other piece is make it short. Like, you know, take your time and make it as good as it can be, but make it short and get it out there.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so very, very, very much for coming on. It was a pleasure. Pleasure.
Always.
Yeah, and we'll just, you know, if any links or places that we can find you, your social media handles and all that good stuff.
Yeah. I'm on Instagram as Harmonica Blues. That's really the only one. My YouTube is just my name, Monica Suriyage. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you again, sweetheart. And until next time, everyone, live, love, laugh. Bye, guys.